Hey everyone, welcome back. Welcome back, and thank you for joining me again for another wonderful, cool, rare toy video, and thanks for being here. And as always, before we get rolling, your responsibilities today are get comfortable in your chair, get comfortable in your seat, your Barco lounger, your lazy boy, your office cubicle, your couch, your kitchen, wherever the hell you're sitting at, and get your drink, your coffee, your tea. If it's coffee, clank it in an homage, a nod to all the clankers that join. And thank you to the clankers, by the way. And also, if you're a night dweller, right, grab your whiskey triple X, whatever it is that soothes you for your night relaxation. Maybe it's some scotch or bourbon. And let's kick back, focus on this cool item at hand here, and get a snack. Throw some carbs in the mix, and we're good to go. And if you're a lurker, subscribe, please, because what the hell are you waiting for? These are free, At some point, they may not be. Today, I have a very rare, even though they reproduced this toy, but it's an extremely rare. The box is unbelievably rare, believe it or not, And I am, by the way, still sucking down my orange La Croix. I thought I'd make a bunch of videos, but, again, I was inundated with contractors and all kinds of crap. So, anyway, this is Robbie the Roving Robot, and he's much nicer than the reproduction. And, I never really jumped the gun to get this because, quite honestly, I always felt he was overpriced, but, he is part of the set that includes, like, the Sankai television robot, the Robot 5. So, if you're a completionist, you have to have all the variations. And I was kicking back, waiting for one to become available that was really nice and not crazy expensive. Not that it's cheap, but this one was what I would categorize as fair. So it does have the original box, which I said is rare as hen's teeth. I feel I could almost turn on the flash on this. But, the box used to kind of not impress me all that much. But now I kind of, I don't know, for the 50s, I feel like it's almost like a transition to psychedelia, because it's not a typical scene, like a space scene or anything like that. It looks like we're moving on to what I call almost like that Pink Panther 60 era animation, or maybe some of the Hanna-Barbera, especially look at this landscaping scene, right? You could see this at home in a Jetson cartoon, or like I said, not Yogi Bear, but any of the 60s crap, when they kind of cheapened the animation, made it simpler. So, but I do like this, you're wondering, what the hell is going on here? Buildings are blowing up, the spotlights, and I'm trying to, the building's actually broken there. I guess the explosion, that knocked off the top of the building. Why, is that a premonition of 9/11 or something? You have some cool rivets here. Did the robot cause it, or is he on his way to protect it? He's kind of far away, so who the hell knows? But he's Robbie the Roving Robot, by the way. Now, they really overused Robbie as a name, I guess it was an easy, cheap, it's Robbie because it sounds like robot, but I mean, after so many variations or so many versions of Robbie robots, there's only one true original Robbie robot, and that's from Forbidden Planet. The rest are imposters and posers. Anyway, this is an exclusive Brechner import, which honestly, I never paid attention to this lid, and I've never seen another Brechner import toy. This could be one of the reasons that this box in particular is so rare. Not to say that other people haven't noticed it. I personally have not picked up on Brechner import toys, but it's a lid box. It opens up with a lid. It doesn't open up like a shoebox. And it's the same. So it's really cool. Like I said, it's a little psychedelic to me. Kind of trippy-ish, the way they did the art. So I'm going to get a little closer to the heart. And the robot, like I said, is in really, really nice, glossy condition. I do feel that the reproductions of this, sparkling mic and these types of robots sort of cheapened them a bit. It diminished the interest, not for the diehards like me, of course, but for other people that are content just getting these. Here's your pin walker mechanism. In case you were wondering, what kind of walker is he? He's got that beautiful blank expression that would be at home, well, on a Zoomer robot and just about anywhere else that 50s blank expression was common. Maybe this is almost like the brutalist style of the communist bloc, you know, the Soviet bloc. And here's your stop-go switch. Nice big colored rivets. Nice, and they're embossed so you could feel them. Let's put him on stop. He's got his ear caps, his blue antenna. And he's got a nice heft to him. I have not wound him up, so I have no idea if he's going to work properly. But very simple lithography. 1 meter on his chest and 1 embellishment there, and a couple of hippy-trippy dots on his knees. Other than that, I'm going to wind him up and have him go. You know, maybe that blank expression would work on, like, 4chan, right? A lot of the posters on 4chan might have that blank expression, if you know what I mean. Ooh, he's going on his own. I love pin walkers. You know, it's one of the most robotic actions, in my opinion. I think the switch kind of slid as I was winding him. Well, I think his name is accurate. He does rove around, a rover. I'm going to put him on stop. I'm going to give it 1 more wind. And I'm going to put his arm in the front to see if the key, even though it might give it a little scratchy here and there. No, I want you on stop. We'll see if the arm moves, and I'll set him a little further back to get the whole range of his walk. You know, sometimes I do wish they put a single battery. I guess they would have had to do a C cell, which might not have worked, but just to like illuminate the eyes or something like that. Take me to your leader. I need to get my voice changing microphone or something. Is that it? It doesn't have really a lot of, you know, you didn't feel comfortable turning him more than a few winds, if you know what I mean. Oh, look, at least his feet were level up until that point. There you go, stay there. And that's it, my friends. That is your Robbie, and let's get a little closer. That's your Robbie the Roving Robot in his beautiful, rare, original box. Part of the set, like I said, that includes the Robot 5, the Senkai, they call it the Raccoon Robot, you know, with all that crazy litho. Of course, the television robots. So if you want them all, man, you're going to have to pony up to the bar and get them, you know. I appreciate your time, as always. Thank you for joining me. And if you like Robbie the Roving Robot, let me know in the comments. If you think they should have had a few more creative names like, I don't know, John maybe, or, you know, Hector the Robot. You know, they did have an Aussie robot in the early 2000s or late 90s. I think they cribbed it for my name. But if you like this stuff, thumb up the video. And again, share them wherever the hell you can share them. And don't forget to subscribe if you're a lurker and you haven't subscribed. And with that, thanks again. And I, my friends, will talk to you later.